On the subject of Laa Caterina, St. Catherine's Day, I've tracked down another customs book, Celtic Customs by E. Kermode, 1885. Well, when I say I've tracked it down, Annie did while I was out hunting for these blessed horses. Anyway, what this Kermode fella says about St. Catherine's Day is as follows. Before the alteration of the calendar in 1752, in the Isle of Man, a law for the same purpose was only passed in 1753. December the 6th was the date of St. Catherine's Day. Now, however, November the 25th is St. Catherine's Day in the New Style calendar. For legal purposes, however, in the Isle of Man, the old date is yet retained. The letting of lands in the island is from the 12th day of November yearly and on or before Old St. Catherine's Day, the December the 6th. Possession must be taken on the south side of the island of such lands as change occupiers. So that explains a little bit about why they were hanging on to the old style dates, because it would appear that the law allowed it. In the Manx Act alluded to, this custom, which is the St. Catherine's Day custom, and others such as fairs and the like, are expressly stated not to be affected by the elimination of the 11 days from the calendar, and that for purposes of leaving or of entering into possession of lands, the natural date only was to be observed instead of the new one. A fair has been held on this day at Colby near Castletown, and as an illustration of the tenacity with which Manx people cling to old habits and customs, I may mention that the proprietor of the field in which the fair has been held, time out of mind, 2 or 3 years ago, this was written in 1885, 2 or 3 years ago, took the liberty of locking the gate which led into it in order to put a stop to the fair being held on his land. Well, you can imagine what happened. At this, the people took umbrage, and the coroner being sent for, he speedily broke the lock and threw the field open to the public as usual. So whatever you do, if there's a load of Manxies gathering together in one of your fields, don't even think about locking the field to stop them getting in, because they'll take action. So in connection with this now almost moribund fair, there was an old custom, perhaps older than the fair itself, and from which the fair itself may have at first originated. On that day, a sort of dramatic scene was said to have been acted, accompanied by the recital of some ancient verses of the drama, Nothing Is Now Known, and of the refrain, Mr. Harrison in Mona's Miscellany can give but only one line, namely, Ceach a Trin a Marw. So he translated this as the hen of the Trin is dead. Of course, the Trin was a sort of an ancient division of a parish. However, Kermode doesn't mince his words. Mr. Harrison is evidently mistaken. So he's quite convinced that it wasn't anything to do with that, because Harrison was talking about this being a custom connected to St. Dorothy's Day, when a fair was held within living memory near the shore at Poolvash, a bay between Castletown and Portlamorra, near to the Balladool estate. So he's definitely saying, no, it's nothing to do with that. It's Laa Caterina. So we might find out a little bit more about this after, but it's very clear that don't mess with the Colby people when they've got a fair taking place.
Do you?